I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Teófimo López stands 5 foot 8 inches tall and has a reach of 68.5 inches. And the man he'll be facing, it's King Rayan García. 135 pounds on the nose. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teófimo López. Huge wins already in his young career. He's beaten Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor and is a 2-division world champion. King Rayan García. They also call him Flash. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, some of the fastest hands in all of boxing.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States, an electrifying 2-division champion of the world, known as the Takeover, Teófimo López. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Rayan García.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. So much firepower here. They can't get out of the way of that straight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He parries that left jab away. Punch caught him clean. There's nothing quite like a fight night at night under the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, so different.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. No rest for the weary. How about that? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
The stamina is off the charts. The courage on display here is incredible. Perfect counter lands. And López is dazed. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teófimo López in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell sometimes.
I like it. I'm happy.
There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Both men step back for just a moment. Bombs away! Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Big hook doesn't land. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hand.
And the kid goes down! A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. It looks like he's gonna survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about García in that last round. Boy, this...
Just get the
Back into the fray here in round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They exchange punches. Oh, wait a minute. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teófimo López in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Focus. Big, deep breath. Big, deep breath.
Here we go in the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last round. He is down big time.
You've been coasting this fight.
There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Catch and shoot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well done with that counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teófimo López in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out.
Don't change too much yet.
Round 8, and we're off again. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. Are we about to see Rayan García go to the canvas? This This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last fight. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you had no excuse for gassing out.
Switching on. You've got to be smart, otherwise you'll see it.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he scores with the counter. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. Trying to land that jab. Missing with that jab. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teófimo López in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to...
It's the same again, don't use too much yet.
This is the 10th. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What were they doing that now? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
What heart? Hold that thought! Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? So the referee says, fight on. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart. Come on, you want to win this fight? Right. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That hook missed. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. We fight on here. Only catching air with that hook. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. Well done with that counter shot. Missed with that jab. Incredible work rate. A very competitive round with 10 seconds. Hold that thought. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Big shot, and down goes Garcia. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.